When Avram Avinu is visited by the Malachim in the beginning of Parshas Vayera, he says to them, please take some water. Yukachna me'at mayim. A little bit of water. Why a little bit? Well, Avram and Sarah, their motto was, emor me'at v'aseh harbe. Say little and do much. So he says to them to take a little bit of water and wash their feet and then sit down by the tree. And of course, Avram had bigger plans. Rashi tells us that from the words Yukachna we derive that Avraham sent the water to the Malachim via a messenger, via a third party, via Shaliach. And therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes him to task. And that later on, generations from them, the children of Avraham Avinu, the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, when they would be in the desert and would be in desperate need of water, instead of Hashem providing water to them via rain, for example, where they would just get the water directly from Hashem, they received the water via Shaliach, via messenger. Who was that messenger? Moshe Rabbeinu. That Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, hit the rock, and then water will come out from the rock. As opposed to it coming directly from Hashem, it came from a messenger. So why is that the case? So Rashi explains to us, because it was almost like a punishment to Avraham Avinu that he was the messenger to provide water to these malachim, to these angels. So Rav Moshe Feinstein, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, wonders, why was HaKadosh Baruch Hu upset with Avraham Avinu that he didn't bring the water directly himself? What was the reason? He says that he presumably had somebody else bring it. Then the purpose was to teach the people in his house about Hachnasas Orchim, to teach the people in his house about this is what we do for guests. Just like Rashi says that a little bit later on, that Avraham went to the Na'ar, and we're told that it is Yishmael, and asked Yishmael to prepare the meat. And the reason that he did that was to teach Yishmael how to do mitzvos, to teach Yishmael, who was his only son at the time, that when we have guests, this is what we do. We give. We give to our guests. And that within itself is chinuch, is education. So why is it that Hashem was so upset with Avram Avinu that he gave the water via shaliach, via messenger? It should have been seen as a good thing. So Rav Moshe explains in the following beautiful way. And he says, it's true. Chinuch, education, is critical. That children should learn to do mitzvos, and that parents should encourage them to do mitzvos like being machnis orchim, like giving someone water to drink, pouring someone a cup of water, when they have a grandparent over, when they have a friend over, giving them food, handing them whatever it is that they can, being there to help them. But he says, because Avram did this, Avraham missed out in this circumstance on one aspect of chinuch that is most important, and that is modeling for a child. That it was important for Yishmael and everyone else to see that Avraham himself was also providing for these guests, and not enough that Avram arranged for others to bring for the guests, but that he himself, real chinuch, real education to a child, to a grandchild, is to show them that we ourselves are doing it. We are modeling behavior that we want them, hopefully, to be able to follow. What an important message and an important concept for us in life. Many times we tell our children, we tell our grandchildren, we tell our friends, oh, here, do this or that. And we do it for good reasons. We try to get them, we try to inspire them, we try to motivate them. But one of the ways that we inspire and motivate as well is by modeling for them. And we can never underestimate the power of being able to model behavior for the next generation that they could learn from, not just by following directions, but by following our example. That is why HaKadosh Baruch Hu, according to Rav Moshe Feinstein, that is the message, the lesson that HaKadosh Baruch Hu was teaching Avraham Avinu. Thank you for listening, and have a good Shabbos.